Today is December 20th, 2023. It's a Wednesday, middle of the week. What in the world? And, golly, I woke up this morning, my throat was sore. I mean, it's still a little sore. I know the flu's going around right now, but the way I look at it, if you don't get tested, you can't get it. So, oh gosh, that's how I'm gonna live. I don't think it's the flu, because I don't feel like a complete utter crap, but I think I just had some drainage in my nose that was pretty rough. But I woke up this morning, throat sore. Last night, I guess a bunch of kids, apparently it's going around at all the schools, because I only had 4 kids last night show up to my basketball practice. And I was coaching by myself, and only 4 kids showed up, so it's kind of hard to run a basketball practice, you know, with 4 kids when, you know, 5 play at a time. So that was a big struggle, but we got through it. Luckily, them practices are only an hour, so I was able to bull crap my way through all of it. I threw in some offensive game plans and stuff. But the thing is these kids are middle schoolers. Some of them don't like to listen, you know, but that's a given, because I'm not too far from that age of where they were and stuff. So, you know, it's just kind of one of them things. You just kind of got to roll with the punches for the little time you're there, and just try to make a decent little impact on their lives, I guess. I don't know, try to leave a positive impact on them. But it is what it is. I looked at my phone today when I was getting ready to go run, and it said 51 degrees. I'm like, oh, cool. I can wear shorts. I can wear a shirt, or don't have to wear a hoodie. I step outside, I'm like, it's a little cold. But I still ran, and what I got on right now, I did get my run in today. It was a little slow. I'm not one for wanting to make excuses anymore, but I think it was a little slower than normal. It's because my throat is still kind of hurting a little bit. And I was a lot of spit. Like, I had to spit a lot while I was running today. I was sniffing a lot like that, and so it caused me to need to spit a lot and make my throat hurt. My nose is stopped up and all this crap. So physically wise today hasn't been real good, but you know, I woke up this morning, haven't done much. I hopped on PlayStation for a little bit, but for a long bit. I was playing for probably about 2-3 hours, and the game crashed. I'm like, well, this is a sign that I need to get off, you know, and actually try to be productive. So I got off and made some lunch and hung around for a little bit. Oh yeah, then I watched Monday Night Raw from Monday night. That's what I did today. I was trying to remember what I did in that time gap from lunch to when I ran. Right now it is 4:20 on the dot. It's a whopping 52 degrees outside. That feels about right. Today I'm gonna hit bench press, and I don't know. I'm gonna hit bench press and at least something else. I'm not feeling the best today, but we'll at least try to get some bench in. Oh my gosh, I'm worn out. Let's get it done. like each and every day I come out here and do this. You think it'd get easier? You think getting out here lifting weights, it'd get easier? It don't. I'm sure if I, ate high quality food and, drink more water than I do, and actually took care of my body better, like recovering wise, I'm sure it'd be a lot easier. Like, all I've had to eat today is I had a turkey and cheese sandwich with some Miracle Whip and some Doritos and a couple chocolate chip cookies. I mean, that's a high quality diet if I've ever seen it. So I need to do a little better at eating wise. I've chewed some juicy fruit. I'm telling you, juicy fruit's like the best 3.5 to 4 minutes of your life. Then the flavor just disappears. But while you got it going, while the flavor's there, it's great. What's happening tonight? Tonight, we got church at 7, so I still got about 2.5 hours to that tonight, so that gives me plenty of time to finish this workout and get a shower and stuff, hang out for church tonight. We got a white elephant gift afterwards, and we usually bring some ignorant stuff. Last year for the white elephant gift, I got 12 packs of Jell-O and put them in a box and printed off a picture or printed off something that said 1 year subscription to the Jell-O of the Month Club. I thought it was pretty good. It was a big hit. But this year I got something pretty ignorant. Let me do a set and I'll tell you what it is. Golly. That was almost bad. In my leg right here started cramping on set 6, but I was able to, fight it off. When you're starting to feel a cramp, but you can just like quit moving your leg, kind of go away. That was happening right there, so that was kind of scary. But my white elephant gift, I went to the Peddler's Mall, which is like a flea market in Richmond, and I found that I was walking through the booths and something caught my eye. It said the Holy Bible on cassette tape, and I opened it up, and sure enough, it had Genesis through 2 Samuel on cassette tape, and I'm like, this is amazing. And I look at the price, $2.50. I said, this is my gift. But I was kind of sad. It was just the Old Testament, and it only went to 2 Samuel. So I'm looking around for. I looked at the side of the box and said Volume 1, and so I searched that whole booth for Volume 2. I couldn't find it, but what I did find was the Holy Bible New Testament version on cassette. And it had Matthew all the way through Revelation, but it was missing one of the cassette tapes inside, and it was also $2.50. So I got the first part of the Old Testament, which the second part's, I mean, it's good, the Old Testament, but it's just a bunch of prophets. It's like, oh, Israel, you're doing good. Oh, now Israel's sucking again. Oh, God punishes them. Oh, now they're doing good again. Oh, Israel sucks again. Oh, God punishes them. Which is kind of like that. So, it's kind of scary with the Old Testament and like the prophets and stuff, because those stories relate to the way America is right now. So that's kind of spooky, but that's how it goes. So, but I can't remember what cassette was missing from the New Testament one. I think it was it might have been like 1 John, 2 John, and 3 John. Or is that maybe? I don't know. It was one of the letters. It was one of the letters to the. It could have been some of the letters to the churches. I don't even know, but I think that gift will be pretty good. Oh, and I also got. I was going through the movie sections, and my buddy Sean, he's like, "You need to get this." He pulled off the shelf. It said the Jesus Movie, and it was this cartoon movie. And on the cover it said low price and over 80 minutes long. And so it's an animated movie about the birth, the life, and the death of Jesus. So I'm putting that all together and throwing it in for the white elephant tonight. And I still need to wrap it up nice. But I think it'll be a pretty good gift. Hopefully people like it. I got goosebumps all up and down my arm, my legs, because it's starting to get a little cold out here. Kind of wishing I had some more clothes on, but it's okay. I've only done 2 sets of these. I feel like I've done 85. I'm so worn out, but we're gonna get her done. I also did some push-ups earlier today because I was just kind of feeling lazy. So I did a few sets of push-ups just to kind of feel active. It was funny when I was doing my push-ups earlier. I was doing them without a shirt on, and when I was sitting in that plank positioning, it's like you can look down, and you can. It's kind of weird, but you can really see like the loose skin that I've got, and that's the best way to show how much dang loose skin I got was in that position, which, I can pull my arms and not really pull my legs down here much, like pulling my thighs and stuff, but it's absolutely absurd. It's like I can press down on my chest and feel muscle and like it doesn't go anywhere, but on my stomach it's just wild how much dang skin's left over. I might have been like 184 today on the scale. 184, 185, that area. Still good. I felt better today mentally about the weight and stuff. I didn't eat much yesterday, and I haven't ate much today either, just because I haven't really been hungry. I guess because Monday I ate a lot, but I haven't really ate much in the past few things. I know that's not the healthiest way to go about it. And Dad always worries that I'm going to starve myself. I'm like, I'm not going to starve myself. I know my limits, or well, I wouldn't say I know my limits. I just say I eat when I'm hungry. It's like today I didn't eat lunch till like 2 o'clock because I didn't get hungry until like 2 o'clock. And I woke up at like 10, you know, which, well, 10 o'clock isn't the best thing, but hey, it's winter break. I gotta get sleep somehow. But it's like when I have stuff to do during the day, like if I have to like get up, like go do something, say like 8 o'clock, I can get up at 7 and get ready and stuff. But when I don't have anything to do, it's just hard for me to get out of the bed in the morning because it kind of feels pointless. I'm like, well, let me get out of the bed just so I can go sit, on the couch or sit in my chair and play video games, So why can't I just lay in the bed and sleep a little bit longer? Because it's not like I have anything to do today, but is what it is. Done 3 sets of these. Got one more. Then we might just hit some basic curls just because I don't know what else to do. So, yeah. Only one more of these. Oh, I'm glad them are out of the way. That's the hardest lift I do, just because I do so many reps of them. That's definitely the hardest one. It gets my heart rate going the most. Golly. Today is, like I said earlier, December 20th. It's Berkeley's birthday, my cousin Berkeley's birthday. So happy birthday to him. They're leaving for out of the country. I guess either tonight or tomorrow, and I'm taking care of their house. That's always a weird experience, taking care of someone's house and like dog and stuff. Cause they're like, yeah, you can just come sleep over here if you want to. You have friends over, eat whatever food we got. I'm like, that's cool, but it's just kind of weird, like staying in someone else's home, especially while they're gone. But just kind of unusual. But lately, I've been in kind of a rut, music-wise. For the longest time, like last year, it was Zach Bryan, every day, Zach Bryan. It's like I got to the point where I knew like every word of every one of his songs, because his songs were just so dang good, which I still do listen to Zach Bryan here and there, especially like in August when he made that new album and the EP dropped. I really love them. But then it kind of went from Zach Bryan to the Lumineers and just like that type of music, that alternative music and stuff like that. Then I always have like a phase where I listen to Eminem a lot. Then just like rap music, and all this is while I'm running and like driving to school and stuff, and walking around campus and stuff. But that's when I usually listen to music. And then about a month ago, I started listening to Noah Kahan, or however you say his name, the Stick Season guy, and that album, is it Northern Attitude? I don't know, the newest one he dropped. I can't even remember what it's called. But that album slaps. It's so good, and I've listened to it a lot. But now I'm kind of in a phase. It's like, well, I'd like to listen to Zach Bryan while I'm running. It's like, well, this is kind of old. I'd like to listen to this while I'm running. Well, I've heard it before. It's just I kind of need something new to listen to, so I need to while I'm running and stuff. So what's his name? Sam Baber? I think it's Sam Baber. He's a country guy. I'm starting to listen to some of his music. It's pretty good. But I don't know what kind of music I want to listen to while running. So I don't know. I'm kind of in a rut there. So I'm gonna do these curls and wrap it up and go inside because I'm worn out. I don't need that back up. I'll be all right. Them suck. They really do. Today's been one of them days where I did not look forward to getting out and running and getting out and working out today. I just didn't want to do it today. I just kind of forced myself. Like I talked about this yesterday, I feel like it's becoming more of a chore than actually getting out and enjoying it. And today it really feels like a chore. I guess because I'm just so exhausted all the time. Oh, so I get tired. I try to go to sleep, but I can't. Then I just kind of, I'm like, I'll get on my phone for a little bit. And I'll try to go to sleep again. Then, I don't know. It's just kind of weird how that works. You're tired during the day. Then once night rolls around, when it's time to go to sleep, it's like, I'm not tired right now. But I try not to stay up past like 12:30 anymore. But most of the times I can go to sleep by 12 or 12:30. Then I'll sleep in for a while. But sometimes it goes later than that, which I hate when that happens, but I just get the makeup sleep in the morning, but then I'll wake up in the morning and feel like I've wasted half the day. But anyways, we got a nice view today. It's 50 degrees right now. There is still a little snow on the ground in the shadows, where like there stays shadows all the time. But other than that, all the snow's gone. I've got asked by a couple people. They said, "So have you still been like running and stuff in the cold?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's like, "I don't know how you do it." I'm like, "Well, I don't either, to be honest with you. I just kind of do it, you know." So if you're struggling to get out and do stuff, like today, I didn't want to run, but I just came out and did it, you know. So that brings me to a story. I'll tell it after I get this set the curls in. brings me to a story. There's this place up in the Red River Gorge. It's called Glady. It's a little community called Glady, and there's where the Red River runs through, out in the middle of the woods. You know, there's off this trail, and there's this big tunnel that they drilled through the mountain, put a road through it to take you out to the Glady visitor center or whatever. But on the way there's this little hiking trail, and it's right next to the water, and there's this big rock that's just by the water, and the Glady Jump Rock, and there's a swimming hole. I mean, it's a big swimming hole, and it's deep. You know, it's at least, I'd say it's at least 60 or 50. I'd say it's at least 50 foot deep. Like, you'd struggle getting to the bottom of it. But buddy Andrew took me out there one day, and first time, and I was like struggling. I'm like, dude, this is scary. It's like a 30-foot jump from the highest point, and it might be, I'd say it's about 30 foot. I mean, it's kind of scary jumping off of it, but it's like one of the things, like I was saying earlier, you just got to do it. And he was telling me, he's like, well, if you get up there and you like walk up to the edge and look down, you'll psych yourself out and you won't do it. So he said the first thing he does every time he goes is he climbs up to the rock and just basically gets up there and just walks off, just to get the jitters out of his system. And so that's what I did. I kind of got up there and I'm like, oh, I psyched myself out. And he's like, well, you just got to do it. So I just went and jumped off, and I absolutely loved it. And so I took my buddy Jake up there one day. We went hiking and crap. So yeah, we went hiking, then we went to Glady, and he never went. He went to Glady, but he never jumped off the rock. And I told him, I said, you're gonna jump off this rock. He said, I don't know about it. I said, you're doing it because you'll love it. And so he gets up there and he did exactly what I did the first time. He walked up and he was psyching himself out. And there was this dude that was drunk out of his mind that was up there too. And he's like, bro, just push the button. And he like held his hand out like this, like, dude, just push the button and jump off. And Jake's like, screw it. And he pushed the button and he just jumped off, and he absolutely loved it. And so that just kind of brings me back to that. And then people asking me, is like, are you still running and stuff while it's snowing? I said, yeah. And it's like, how? I'm like, well, you just got to do it. Some things in life, you just like Nike says, you just got to do it. You know, you can't really think about it, or you'll sack yourself out of it. I mean, if it's like dangerous, don't do it, of course. Or if it's like life-threatening. But like stuff like that, jumping off of a 30-foot rock into some water ain't gonna kill you, you know, especially if you can swim. Like, so, especially if you just jump off and pencil in. I mean, it's pretty simple. It's nothing dangerous. If it's dangerous, don't do it. But if it's something that'll benefit your life in some sort of way, just do it. One more set and I'm done. I haven't really been out here for too long today. I'm just now coming on 27 minutes of being out here. So this will definitely be one of my shorter workouts and stuff, but it's just I'm really not feeling it today, to be honest with you. So I'm just gonna come out here and do the bare minimum and get by. But on my run, I did have a pretty decent run today. I think I need to get to where I'm running more than just 2 miles a day, because I'm kind of at a point where, I mean, yeah, it's still difficult. I wouldn't say it's hard anymore running, but I'm not feeling the same. I mean, I still feel good after it, but I don't know, since it's cold outside, I'm not like getting a good sweat in, or my heart rate. I guess my heart rate's still up, but it's just I'm not sweating when I'm running until I get to like the 2 minute mark. Not the 2 minute mark, the 2 mile mark. So I kind of feel like it's pointless, or I don't know, it's not pointless. I feel like I'm not getting as much out of it as just running 2 miles. I feel like I could be doing more. So I'm kind of at that point where I was back in July, when I was talking to Coach Flick at the golf course. And I said, yeah, I'd like to get where I can run 2 miles a day without stopping. And now I'm like, well, do I need to get to where I'm running 3 miles a day? I don't know. Or what I might start doing is still run the 2 miles a day, but say run 2 5Ks a week or 3 5Ks a week. Like do it Sunday. I don't know. I still like doing them on Sunday nights. So Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday type of deal. That way I'd get 2 days in, like the Friday, Saturday, I just run 2 miles. Or if I do them on Sunday nights, then like on Wednesday nights, do 5Ks. I don't know. Just really, I need to do a lot of thinking about that, because I feel like just running the 2 miles a day isn't enough for me anymore. Getting a sweat in wise. But if I like running inside, like at the rec, I do get a pretty good sweat in, because it's warm in there. It's like probably like 70 degrees in there when I'm inside running. So I don't know. It's just kind of a weird spot, weird time. I've never really ran. I'm going into the cold season, not knowing what to expect when running, because I've never done it before. So like I got to the point, after it was hot outside, it's like, well, I got a pretty good schedule running, getting good work in and stuff. But now I feel like I'm not getting as good as a workout in as I need to be or could be having. So let's get this last set in of curls. Got to thinking about a story while I was doing them. When I was on my cruise, this Alaskan cruise I went on back in the summer. If you guys ever been on a cruise, you know that there's a lot of foreigners that do that work on a cruise ship, and we had a waiter. We had 2 waiters at our table one night at one of the restaurants. They were very talkative. And so they were telling us, Dad started talking to one of them about how I was like running and stuff. And this guy, he's saying the guy next, his buddy, his waiter buddy, that was also waiting on our table, he was really skinny. And he was talking about how he was a lot bigger at one point. Like when he first met him, he was a lot bigger, and now he was skinny. And we're like, well, how'd you do it? It's like, well, he'd get on the or I don't know if he got on the treadmill, but he'd run for 30 minutes every day. So I'm starting to wonder if that's what I need to do to get in like peak shape, is go and run 30 minutes every day. But even when I do my 5Ks, I'm not hitting that 30-minute mark, because it's just like I'm getting to where I'm running them in like 22, 23 minutes, you know? So I wonder if I need to hit that 30-minute a day mark. But that also comes, if I ran for 30 minutes, I'm running 4 miles a day. So there's a lot of thinking to going into that, because if I'm running 4 miles a day, you know, yeah, that's good and healthy and stuff, but the recovery aspect of that'll suck, like recovering from a 4-mile run every day. So I don't know what I'm gonna start doing with that, because here I go again, psyching myself out of it. But like I said, well, sometimes you just got to do it. But I don't know, I got a lot of thinking to do about that if I want to change up my workout routine. But it's worked for me. What I've been doing has worked for me since August. So I don't know. We'll have to see what's going on. But the main thing that plagues me right now is all the dang loose skin I got. It's still haunting me. But you gotta get rid of it somehow, and this is the only way I know how. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the video for today. End off like I always do, with a nice little view. Alrighty, thank you.